we control a lot of the things we do. And so in terms of quality, we can really assure our clients that we are giving you quality and value for your money.
Hello and welcome to Business Moment on GhanaWeb TV. My name is Na Oyokote. Today we'll be talking about the real estate business here in Ghana. Don't go away, I'll be right back. Welcome back. I am at the Greens Estate here in Tema Community 25, and I'll be speaking to the Chief Executive Officer of this beautiful estate. Her name is Kiran Daswani. I hope I got the name right.
Yes, you did.
Hello, Kiran. Welcome to Business Moments.
Hello, how are you?
Thank
you for coming to visit us and join us here at the Greens today.
Thank you for having us as well. How long have you been in Ghana?
So I moved to Ghana in 2014.
Okay.
And I started a company called Alubond West Africa, where we used to cater to the construction industry. We used to do facades, so glazing, curtain wall, cladding. Company from Dubai called Mulk Holdings. So that's how I came to Ghana in 2014.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So I see you've been in Ghana for, like, should I say, almost 10 years now. So I'm sure you might have had some favorite food of yours. What was your favorite Ghanaian food? Jollof, wache, kenke, which is which one?
I love wache. Okay. I like jollof, and my favorite is light soup.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if that's a typical favorite, but my favorite is yes. I like good light soup.
Oh, wow. Yes. That's nice. That's really nice. Spicy and all.
Little spicy.
Okay. All right. So then we are delving straight to business. We want to talk about the Greens Estate. What is the Greens Estate and what do you do?
So we actually founded the company in 2017. We came across a parcel of land that we acquired. And luckily we had no issues with the registration, the title, which sometimes happens to be a problem here in Ghana. Then an architect, when I actually first bought the land, we didn't really know what to do. So it was getting the architect, and he actually had a vision. So we had that as an option. We had reselling the land as an option, and we also had doing service plots as an option.
Okay.
Right? Because we were like, okay, this is not our trade. So we had three options, and we were very convinced with actually the architect's overview of what the estate could look like.
Okay.
Which was what you have visited today.
Oh, wow. So the plan was not to essentially start on the estate.
No.
Just wanted to acquire property in Ghana.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
We just thought, okay, real estate, whether it's land or finished product, it's always a great investment, because I do believe that real estate is tangible. So it's a real asset that you can actually see. So we just bought the land, and then from there we have come quite far actually.
Oh, okay. That's nice. So prior to starting, I mean, after getting the advice from the architect about starting a real estate, did you dream of having such a big space or over 100 homes or units?
Not at all.
Okay.
And I remember an architect in Dubai actually said to me, once you start being a developer, you will never stop.
Okay.
So it's like you will never look back. And I was like, okay, that stuck here. And where we are right now, we've acquired another parcel of land right next to here, another almost 6 acres, where we'll be building another 75 homes. and we are also doing a joint venture with ANC Mall. They are developing ANC Village in OEB, so there we're also going to be building a residential complex within the ANC Village.
Okay. And yeah, so from my research, I realized you guys have a good taste when it comes to housing. I mean, the features are quite unique and all. What went into that thinking, or that the building, you know?
So definitely design, the architect has had the eye, and of course I think we also appreciate aesthetics, and we do believe that you don't necessarily have to spend extremes amount of money to have something looking good. So we do consider ourselves in the middle income bracket. So people mainly from the diaspora are our preferential buyers, and then professionals, doctors, people in the oil business, like people working for these companies.
Oh, okay. Did you face any challenges while starting up?
A lot of people asked me, like, how have you actually succeeded being in such a male-dominating industry? But I have been very lucky that I've been treated very well by, you know, the greater organization, the Ghana Real Estate, banks, clients. It's been quite smooth.
Okay.
And I've had a great team also. I mean, it's not just...
Kudos to the team as well.
Yes,
very
yes,
important.
Yes,
you should always have the right team for your business to
yes.
help it spread and
Yes.
grow to reach this level.
Yes.
Yeah. So I see you have quite a number of amenities. There's the pool area, there's the bar area, there's a playground for children. What went into that?
So again, I think coming from Dubai, like I'm originally Indian, but I am born and brought up in Spain, and I've been living in Dubai for the past 15 years also.
Okay.
So my husband lives in Dubai, and I am between Dubai and here. And I've always appreciated seeing, you know, gated communities where you have the amenities, so you don't have, especially for children, when they come home after school, they don't have to commute to go for swimming classes or tennis classes, or, you know, just hang out with your community, neighbors, friends. It's just safe. So that's why I think we also think that it's more a lifestyle than just amenities. It's like people that come here look to have a better lifestyle.
Okay. So meaning there's something for everyone.
Yes.
Whether mother, father, children,
yes.
there's something for everyone.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I want to find out what makes you different from other, I mean, your company, the Greens Estate, what makes it different from other real estate companies?
So one thing that we really pride ourselves in is that we actually do our construction in-house. And that is something that I always think that it is one of our unique advantages. Normally, developers contract or subcontract the construction to a construction company, and construction, it is like a very, very difficult industry to actually know what has gone into the construction. Like if we look at the wall, you don't know how much, what's the iron rods that are inside the steel, you don't know how many coats of paint. So there's a lot of, like, you can't really measure construction. So for us, we do our construction in-house, and I think that gives us an edge in controlling our quality and what we actually deliver to our clients.
Okay. I want to delve just a little bit personal. Have you always been interested in the real estate business?
I have.
Okay.
I have always admired, growing up, people that would get passive income. Like, I would be like, okay, so this gentleman, you know, he's collecting X amount of thousands of dollars or euros when we were in Spain. It wasn't his main business, but it would be like his passive income. He had invested in real estate. He was like older at that time, and he could just sit and just get that income. So I've always looked up to investment in real estate.
Oh, okay.
And again, like I said earlier, the fact that it is a tangible asset.
Yeah. But what's your clientele base?
Mainly
Or your
diaspora.
targets? Okay.
From the USA, from the UK. We've got some clients that have come from, actually even Ghanaians from Japan, from Israel, Canada.
Okay.
Mainly, I would say 80% of our clientele is from the diaspora.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So still on clientele base, you already have already made units, and you spoke about acquiring another land. So what if I'm your client and I do not want the house, but I want a land? Is there an option like that?
No,
Okay.
because as a gated community also, we believe that, you know, we do want to protect your investment, and I think having the let's say like units that will be easy for you to resell in case of wanting to resell. It would be easier when it's all properties that are standard, not different colors, different styles, different designs. So that's why we don't sell land.
Okay.
No.
Okay. All right. You spoke about style. I see the houses are almost in the same style. What inspired that? Colors, style.
Yes. So the architect.
Okay.
The architect.
So an advice based on the architect.
Yes. So
okay.
he's the let's say the master behind the designs that you see, the colors, you know.
Oh, all right. Okay, so it's been nice having you, Kiran Daswani. Thank you so much for joining us on Business Moments on GhanaWeb. Thank you for sharing your business with us, telling us what you put into it and everything that's got to do with your business.
Thank you so much
for coming.
Thank you.
When we return, we take a tour of the Greens Estate. Stay tuned. Welcome back, and thanks for staying with us. Well, this is the part where we take a tour of the facility. I believe you've been enjoying the interesting conversation so far, but we are going to check out what the Greens Estate Company has for us, so you would decide on the kind of house you want. I have with me here the project manager of the Greens Estate Company. He is Prince Nyako. Hello, Prince Nyako. Welcome to Business Moments on GhanaWeb.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right.
Welcome to the Greens.
Thank you. And what do you have for us? Take us on a tour.
Well, we have a lot to offer, and I think once we go on the tour, you should see what we have to offer.
All right. So
come with us.
He has a lot to offer. Let's go. Okay. Okay, so I've noticed something interesting when I entered. I realized the street names are named according to, the streets are named according to flowers. I see marigold, I saw tulip over there.
Yes.
Is there any inspiration behind it?
Well, the vision of the Greens was to, as the name suggests, the Greens. We are trying to project nature and give a refined living experience to our clients. And so that is the reason why we have named our streets also after nature. So we have the Palm Street, and as you can see, You have palm trees all labeled here. You have the tulip, marigold, and all that. So basically, that is the vision. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. And I read your profile, and one of the things I saw was that building affordable houses. How affordable is the greens to the average Ghanaian?
Well, people may say that affordability is relative.
Okay.
But what we have done here at the Greens is to give you quality for not to also break the bank. Okay. That is what we've tried to do. And so we have houses ranging from 1 bed to 5 bedroom. Okay. And as much as possible, we try and control the cost by making sure that we do our own construction. We source materials from very competitive sources to be able to also beat down the prices for our clients. And so as we go along, you learn about the prices we have.
Okay, sure. So whilst we are sourcing your materials, do you do local or international? Basically,
we do local. I mean, the vision of our CEO is also that we want to get the community involved. And so we have a lot of workers here who are Ghanaians, indigenous people, and then as much as possible we source our materials also from here in Ghana. Yes.
Okay. I think that's beautiful. At least there's some sort of employment for our local people here in Ghana. Exactly. And I've also noticed one thing. There's you are using particular colors. I see ash, I see white, and that color, is it light burgundy? Terracotta. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. Is there a reason?
Well, I mean, we have a professional architect who does all our designs, and so the concept is to make sure that we have uniformity, and also not to have colors that are too, pungent on the eyes. Exactly. Okay. So we have white, which gives you a brighter of the environment. I mean, we have gray, which is also like a bit of a shade of not too deep a gray. Okay. But so it just blends in. It gives you a very bright community.
Okay. Yeah. So as the project manager, what are some of the amenities house owners get to enjoy? Okay.
So maybe I'll take you there. But in here we have a swimming pool, a community swimming pool. We have a gymnasium.
Okay.
We have a multi-purpose court. And then we also have playgrounds, as you can see from behind me. We are yet to finish though, but we have some of these dotted all around, so you don't have your kids go outside to go and play. So we have some things like this for our kids to be able to also play. And then for the adult, we have a rooftop bar. Okay. We'll go and see that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's really beautiful.
How much went into all these?
Okay.
What plans went into putting these edifices?
Okay, so where we started from is where we actually started in 2017. So that was our first phase. So we have some 2 beds, 3 beds, and then 2-bed terraces. Okay, so that's ended the first phase. And then we have the second phase, which started from just opposite the first phase, all the way to house 57, just ahead of us. So that also comprises some 2 beds, 3 beds, basically. Yes, and so we have a mix of everything: 2 beds, 3 beds for our phases 1 to phase 3, and then ongoing we have some 1 bed as well. I'll show you that as well. Okay. Very beautiful.
Okay. In terms of space, some of us like our spaces. We like big spaces. Yeah. I've noticed some of these real estate companies have quite smaller spaces. How big is your space?
Well, it's quite sizable. We have actually optimized the spaces we have, and so as you can see on my left, this is a typical 4-bedroom, which is part of our, phase 3. You have your parking to your left here. You have the building there. You can go all around the building. You have also some greenery to your left as well. And so, I mean, we have really optimized the space, and definitely it is really a design for a family. I mean, yes.
Yeah, and for this particular house, I could see your client understood the concept, because I can see more greens actually in the house, and it makes it more beautiful.
Exactly. Okay. So as you can see, I mean, he's done a lot of additions to it. We have spaces for families to sit around for families. We have a lot of greenery around there, so there's a lot of space for families to be able to sit around and enjoy the facility.
Okay. I see quite a number of units around me. How many in total do we have?
Okay. So in total, we're doing a community of about 108 houses. 108 houses as we speak. We are on the last phase of it. We just have about 6 buildings to go. So those of you who want to be part of this community, you better run.
Rush while the deal is still hot.
Exactly.
Okay, that's nice. So we are heading towards
the phase 3.
I
want to first show you the recreational area, so you appreciate what the entire community also comes with.
So when you talk about the recreational area, is it just one particular spot? Because you showed me one particular one. Is that the only place for the units?
No. So that is a playground for kids. Yes, and then we have an additional space where you have an open top bar. You have the gym. And then you have also a multi-purpose swimming pool. So that is where I'm taking you to now.
All right, so this is the recreational space, and like I said earlier, I actually thought it was a unit, a housing unit, but it really looks spacious. There's a pool. I think there's a tennis court. That's the bar you spoke about.
That's
up there.
Exactly. I'll take you there to look at it.
All right, sure.
Very beautiful. But let me not catch you. But we also have apartment, 1-bed apartment here, a 3-bed apartment as well. So those of you who are looking to do some investments can consider a 1-bed apartment here.
That's fine.
For Airbnb. I mean, it will give
Airbnb,
you very good.
Yes, I was going to ask if you do Airbnb. Okay, so take us round and let's see what you've got.
Yes. So here is a community pool. As you can see, it's all done, ready for swim. I don't know whether you brought in the costume.
Unfortunately, I didn't.
Okay, and then we have the multi-purpose court here. So that's for long tennis. You can do basketball as well, and even volley.
How deep is the pool?
We have the deepest side is about 1.3 feet.
Okay.
And then we have very, very shallow, even for babies. You can sit on the staircases to your right.
Okay.
Yes.
But is this enough for the 108?
Oh yes. I mean, this is about 15 by 8 meter pool. So quite, very big. It's quite big. Yes.
Okay, sure.
So the gym is not finished yet, but that is where the gym is.
Okay.
So we have about 162 square meters of gym space with washrooms, male and female with lockers.
Okay.
Yes, it's not finished yet. So
I see that.
And then up here is our rooftop bar.
Okay.
Maybe I can also take you there to look at it.
Before we go to the rooftop bar, let's have a look at the 1-bedroom.
Okay.
Apartment or unit. So you have 2 of these, right?
We have 2 units of these.
Okay.
These are not completed yet.
Okay.
They're not completed yet, so maybe if we
can just have a fair idea
of what it is.
Of how it actually looks.
Okay.
Oh, I see some of the cabinets already.
Exactly. So it comes with an open kitchen. It's an open kitchen concept with an island.
Okay.
And then you have the sitting area here. You have a bedroom to your left. Yes. So you have closet space.
Okay.
You have a closet space here. That is the washroom.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
The washroom is even spacious.
Exactly. And then the bedroom here. Exactly. A total of about 95 square meters.
Okay. So how much is something like this? Does something like this cost?
Yes. So this is going for a cool $109,000. $109,000.
$109,000.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay, so that's the staircase.
That's the staircase leading up.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. So how was it for you handling this huge project? I mean, how did you feel from the onstart and to where you've gotten to?
Well, I mean, for me, it's been an experience. My background is actually in quantity surveying.
Okay.
Exactly, yeah. And veering into project management has not been too difficult because our training really allows us to do that.
Okay.
And so we started off in 2017. As you can see here, we are building our last gate. And so, I mean, it's been a beautiful experience for me, a learning experience, and we thank God for it, for how far He's brought us.
Well done, actually. So tell us about the space.
Okay, so this is about 252 square meters of space.
Okay.
You have a pergola here for if you want to sit under a shade, and then we have a bar.
Okay, so this is where the bar will be.
This is where the bar is going to be. So we have also a kitchen as well, a kitchen in there. Then you have washrooms.
Okay.
We have about 4 slots of washrooms in there for visitors.
Okay.
It gives you a very beautiful view, as you can see from here.
Yes, actually.
Up here.
So you can even watch your kids.
Exactly, play from here.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can watch your kids play from here.
Okay.
Yes.
Is it open to outsiders or just homeowners here?
Yes. So what we're trying to do is to be able to manage the influx of people from outside, and so we have an external gate that brings people from outside to come and enjoy the space, while not disturbing the community. So as you can see, the whole recreational area is fenced.
Yeah.
So you're going to have a biometric, access system from outside into the estate. So once you're a member here, you can just access and come in here without necessarily going through the estate. Yes.
Oh, okay. Talking about fencing and all that, I would like to talk about security.
Yes.
How secured is the place?
Extremely secured. I mean, we have a 24-hour security. It's, as you can see, you saw there, it's manned. We have a second gate here as well, which is also going to be manned. Okay. And as much as possible, we try to incorporate other things to enhance the security. So the perimeter fence wall is actually electrified. I mean, we have electrocuted ones. And then we're also adding on CCTV cameras into the estate and all that. And so just to enhance the, the security of the estate. All the street lights are solar powered. So that when there's blackout, you still have, some lighting.
That's good.
Yes.
That's a fair deal.
Exactly.
I mean, aside this space you have, is the Greens planning to move on to another space? Because I remember you told me this is your final unit or your final gate.
Exactly.
You're constructing.
Yes. So definitely yes. I mean, we are in this for the long haul. So as we can, just right behind these properties, we have a land there which is starting very soon. And I mean very, very soon. So those who want to book their units should talk into us. We have another one probably coming up in OEB as well. So, I mean, we have other developments coming up.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's go back to the final phase of the whole project.
Yes.
How long is it going to take to complete the final phase?
So we're actually looking at, by June of this year, we should be out of here.
June of this year?
June of this year, we should be.
All things being equal?
All things being equal, we should be getting out of here. Yes.
Okay. So we were talking about drainage. I don't see the pipes. I don't see things I'm not supposed to see. Open drainages and all that. Yes. How was that? How did you
So as
do
our
that?
tagline goes, refined living. What we've tried to do is to keep a very safe environment for kids and also give a very hygienic, environment for our inhabitants. So what we've done here is that we have an underground drainage system, as you can see here. It also serves as a walkway. Okay. So all our drainages are underground. And then, as I indicated to you last, all our street lights are also solar powered.
Exactly.
So when there's blackouts, the homes can have lights because they all have 1.5 kV solar panel, solar inverters, and then the street lights are also lit because of the solar lighting. Okay,
so meaning you're walking the talk of being an eco-friendly estate company.
Exactly.
Okay, that's amazing. So we are moving to a show house. Prince here is going to show us what exactly a house at the Greens look like. So come along and let's show you what's up. Okay, so this is a typical entrance.
Yes, so this is our 3-bedroom, known as the cedar. As I told you, all our houses are named after, nature, so cedar is the form of a tree.
Okay.
Exactly, so this is our 3-bedroom.
All right.
Yes.
Oh.
So
should I call this a grand entrance?
Exactly. What we have done is to give you a very big, it's our 1.3 meter door.
Okay.
It's quite very wide.
Okay. So where are we starting from? The hall?
Let's go to the living area.
Okay.
Yes, so very beautiful, I guess.
Yes, I see.
Exactly.
Neutral colors. Well, that's my kind of furnishing
a lot of people like these colors. Exactly. Yes. So what we have done, to your left here, you see a very big sliding door. Similarly, we have one to your right.
Okay.
Exactly. So that is what we call, it gives you cross ventilation. So you don't always need to have your ACs on. You can just, shift one door here, slide another one here. You have a mosquito netting here, so you can just slide, and then you enjoy the fresh air. Okay. It also gives you a lot of lighting into the house, so you don't have to always put on your artificial lighting. So
I see a lot of modding decorations. Yes. With regards to the ceilings, the lightnings, the tiles. I was looking at something on Facebook actually, and you know, people were teasing landlords or complaining about landlords that they use a lot of brown and you know those multicolored kind of tiles. But I see this is quite different for their buildings. So
simplicity, they say, you know, it's the way to go.
Okay. So does the client have an option to have a furnished house?
Oh, most definitely. I mean, we are very open. We are very open. So if you want us to furnish for you, we can also do that for you. Yeah,
okay.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
All right. So the TV sits here, and then the couch.
The couch here.
Okay. All right. So we go upstairs.
Yeah, we can. Let me show you the kitchen.
Okay.
You want to enjoy my sofa?
Yes, I do. I do. It actually looks cozy.
Yes, it is.
Oh wow. You could sleep here, take a nap, even spend the night here.
Oh yeah, I mean it's
and I think it's even spacious for family gatherings.
Exactly.
And all. Exactly. Okay, so a space like what was the space?
So this is about 30 square meters here.
Okay.
For the dining and then the living area.
Yeah. All right. That's nice. Let's move on to the next. I can't wait to see what you have in store.
Oh, okay. So let me show you what we have here on the ground floor.
Okay.
So we have a guest washroom to your left.
This is it?
Yes.
Okay.
We have a guest washroom here.
Oh, okay.
Very beautiful.
Well, this is what some people call the powder room, I guess.
Yes, the powder room, exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Let me see. Let me have a look at it.
Yes.
Okay, it's quite spacious, not really small.
Yes.
You know, the door is deceptive. It looks quite tiny, so yes, yeah. So next, I see the kitchen.
That's the kitchen.
Okay.
So we furnished the kitchen for you. We give you an extractor. It comes with the gas.
Oh, wow.
Exactly, yes. So
and these are the storage spaces.
These are the storage spaces, yes.
Okay. Quite spacious.
Yes. And to your left, you have a storeroom.
Okay.
Yeah, you have a storeroom here. That houses your washing machine. Oh. And then the solar inverter is also kept in here. Oh, okay. If you want us to do some additions for you in terms of shelves, that can also be done. So
there's an option for renovation.
Oh yeah, I mean additions.
Okay,
we are
additions.
For additions.
Oh, yes, okay. Yeah. Okay, so where does this door lead to?
This actually takes you to the backyard.
Okay, but let's finish with the yes. Okay. So I see the same tiles you use for the hall is where you are using.
Same. We carry the same tiles
throughout every
throughout
space.
The space. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So
all right. How safe is this?
Very safe.
The glass panels.
This is about 10 mm thick glass.
Okay.
10 mm thick glass is very quite tight. And then we also have the option of metal hand railing.
Okay.
So whichever one you choose, we can do that for you.
Sure.
So here is a master bedroom.
Oh.
So this is a master bedroom.
Whoa.
Yeah, this is a master bedroom.
This is lovely.
Yes. This is a master bedroom.
Oh, it has built-in wardrobe.
Exactly, yes.
Oh, well, closet. Okay. That's a queen-size bed.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And then you have the washroom to your right.
Okay.
Also quite spacious. And then we give you a balcony here.
Okay. Oh.
So you can enjoy.
This one there, face me, I face you.
You can
that's nice. It's quite airy here.
Very.
Yeah.
Very airy. Yeah.
It's quite airy.
Very airy.
Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. So the washroom.
Yeah, that's the washroom. Yes.
Okay. All right. So we move on to the next room.
Yes. So we have two other bedrooms, all en suite.
Okay.
So one to your right here.
Okay. Oh.
Yes.
This quite smaller.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a bit.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Yes.
Oh, another built-in closet.
Exactly. All the rooms comes with that.
Okay. So that's the last bedroom.
That's the last bedroom. Yeah.
Okay. I see two beds.
Yes.
So for like a kid's room, right?
Room,
Children's
exactly.
room.
Yes.
Oh, well, I didn't feel all the beds.
Yes.
That's a clean space.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So let's talk about the units.
Yes.
How is the units, or how are the units like? 2 bedroom, 1 bedroom, 3 bedroom?
Yes. So we start from 1 bed.
Okay.
As I showed you at the recreational area.
Yeah.
And then 2 beds. We also have 3 beds. We have some variety in the 3 beds. We have the cedar. We have another unit, another 3 bedroom known as the oak. as well. Those are under construction. And then we have the 4-bedroom known as the Cypress.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So,
okay.
This is the parking lot.
Oh.
The parking lot.
So how many cars can fit?
You can fit 2 cars actually.
Okay.
2 SUVs can even fit here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. It looks small.
It's a 3.5. The average car size weight is about 2.5. So you still have space to move around.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the payment plan?
Yes.
Yes. How is it like if I want to purchase?
Yes. As I indicated, I mean, we are very open. We have self-financing where we give clients up to, say, 1 year. Exactly. We also have asset mortgage. Exactly. And then when you're doing self-financing, as I indicated, I mean, within a period of, say, 6 to 1 year, I mean, we can consider that. Yeah.
Okay. So does that mean you make a lump sum in the first month?
Yes. So what we'll do
What's the
is
percentage?
Okay. So what we do is that you do a 30%, between 30 and 40% down payment, and then the rest, if you're doing self-financing, is spread for you between 6 and 1 year. And then if you're doing a mortgage, depending on your income and your commitments, the bank can look at 80%, and you do a down payment of 20%. The bank disburses the 80% when you have made your payment, and when the house is also completed, the bank does they do the payment of the 80% for you.
Oh, okay. That's
and
quite flexible.
For Ghanaians, I think you can get between 5 to 15 years on your mortgage in terms of payback period. Yeah.
So for how many homeowners do you have out of the 108?
Living here?
Yes, living here.
In and out, we have almost about, say, 30. And we have clients who live abroad, so they come in and go. And then we still have some residents also in there. Yeah.
Okay. And finally, what sets you apart? So we are going. This is still the backyard.
This is the backyard.
Okay.
Yes.
I think we should give a full tour of the house.
So one thing I need to mention is the cedar.
Okay.
It also comes with an out room. Yeah.
This is an out room. What's it for?
So if you have a house help, you can.
Okay.
A single. Let's say student bed can fit in here because it has its own washroom.
Oh, it has a washroom.
Exactly.
Okay.
If you want to also say set up an office space, you can also hide away from the kids.
All right. Okay. That's nice. Oh, that's fine. It's okay. Okay. So finally, whilst we are moving out of the house, what differentiates the Greens from other real estate companies?
Well, what I would say is that we control a lot of the things we do. And so in terms of quality, we can really assure our clients that we are giving you quality and value for your money. In terms of payment terms, we are very flexible. The construction itself, I mean, some estate developers are averse to taking people around to see the start of the construction. But we are very open. We wish that people come here to see the construction right from the onset. I mean, the convention here is that people use blocks in the foundation, but we use concrete solely for the foundation. From foundation all up, we use concrete for the foundation. And the block, we produce it ourselves just to satisfy ourselves that we are giving you quality. And then our materials are carefully sourced, from the right sources. It's not like we want to cut corners. No, we don't do that. So that is what actually set us apart from others. Okay,
but I want to take you back just slightly about the housing units. What's the range from the lowest to the highest?
Okay, so our pricing, as I indicated earlier, start from 110,000 to 262,000.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Prince Nyarko, for joining us on Business Moment. It's been lovely having you take us on a tour to your project and as well as a showroom house. Thank you very much. We've come to the end of another interesting conversation on Business Moments on GhanaWeb TV. Our guest was the Greens Estate. If you are interested in owning a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, 3, or even 4, the right place to go is the Greens Estate here in Tema Community 25. Also, if you're a business owner and you are interested in being featured on Business Moments on GhanaWeb TV, see the numbers below and give us a call. Log on to www.ghanaweb.com for more news stories. Get interactive with us on all our social media handles. We are at the GhanaWeb on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos. My name is Na Oyokwoti. Thanks for watching.
free. Susu sang quite be a want to be a man in quite baby.
Mommy, you first can see my cotoso. Pepoga, send me sick from Lemonade Finance. While Brian did the shade and let me £2.
Lemonade Finance.
Say they're sending money back home from UK, Canada, and now US. I accepted a instant charges. Exchange waiting in so unbeatable. We should make promo code Dr. Like Nanya £10, $10, and $10 Canadian for the first transaction. With this Sunday cigar download to Lemonade Finance.
Welcome to the Ghana ICT Hub, a partnership between MTN Ghana and the Government of Ghana through the Ministry of Communications and Digitization. MTN pledged to support Ghana's digitization agenda in line with its ambition to lead the delivery of digital solutions for Africa's progress. In fulfillment of this pledge, MTN Ghana has committed $25 million toward the realization of the Ghana ICT Hub project. The objectives of the Ghana ICT Hub project is anchored on the following: to create an ICT-enabled environment for human capital and ICT skills development, to develop an ICT ecosystem through remote access delivery to facilitate job creation for national development, to provide a modern, state-of-the-art physical infrastructure to serve as a pillar for the digital Ghana agenda. The physical infrastructure, when completed, will provide 4,000 square meters of space with the following facilities: laboratories for technology training and research, innovation hub, co-working spaces for tech innovation startups, Tier 3 data center, conferencing facilities, offices and meeting rooms, commercial lettable spaces, gaming area, restaurant, ancillary facilities. The technology laboratories will be fitted with the next generation ICT equipment and applications to provide the youth of Ghana with practical training in Industry 4.0 technologies such as artificial intelligence, AI, machine learning, cloud computing, 3D printing, robotics, Internet of Things, IoT, advanced manufacturing techniques, cybersecurity, genetic engineering. The project also seeks to establish a complete ecosystem at the hub through remote access delivery to facilitate job creation for national development. The ecosystem shall comprise of MDAs, technology companies, startups, incubators, research agencies, leading universities globally, foundations worldwide, to create a community. 1. The ecosystem community shall bridge the divide between academia and industry and provide solutions to challenges in the key sectors of health, agriculture, and educational sectors of the economy. 2. It shall also run an innovation program providing mentoring and networking for the youth in tech startups. 3. The ecosystem community shall establish an innovation fund to support startups, research agencies, and other entities in the ecosystem. MTN Ghana and the Ministry of Communications and Digitization are championing the Ghana digital agenda for Ghana's development. Welcome to the digital age.
I want you so bad, Alpha Cracker. I want you. I wanna say yes, I can't resist. I want you. Ooh, I want you, Alpha Cracker. I want you so bad, Alpha Cracker.
Of a goodness rich in milk and butter, in Alpha Cracker, yummy and deliciously crunchy.
But I can't resist you.
Alpha Crackers, simply irresistible.
This advert is FDA approved.
Everyone needs the perfect snack to munch on during a fun moment. Wow. Enjoy the tasty McBerry Twist cupcake, deliciously baked and packaged for a sweet treat. Premium quality cakes baked with love for all, enriched in butter and milk. Yummy! Oh! McBerry Twist cupcakes, simply irresistible. Try one today. This advert is FDA approved.
Ejuma bia ye ejuma. E wo said the awankasa obeso mu a ube somo no e na obe hu say sika wo mo na sika ni
djuma na me ye no minim dia menya wo che bia ne bokra na minim dia menya wo
bi baba say oba ba de odi ni ko school a dachi obe ware akotena be ma bi fie ntinya di papa bi a obe ya ma wo nti ni mama nyina wa fa ya ko school
djuma we di me kan kwala o ye djuma banka on fa on to no metuma ka se me de kubebe 1000 pieces be ba metuma nya profit be 2000 won
obi a me ni wa won kola me say ya me ho ade mpo na hye me ka wa pon so say me so me wo nipa mu e wanye me ho ade wanye me hwe onye oba fufura na ni bire afo ho oba bi no o sport to send wa boni tell wa pagya no consum ko na me ka say ni kombe bu o.
That's the hustler story.
Go Ghana! Are you struggling to pay your huge rent advance? Do you wish to pay your rent on monthly basis? Then good news is here. The government of Ghana has introduced the National Rental Assistance Scheme to help Ghanaians, especially the youth, pay for their rent on a monthly basis. To qualify, an applicant must show proof of the following minimum requirements. Be a Ghanaian, possess a valid Ghana card. You must be an adult of 18 years and above, have a verifiable employment or earned income. To apply, visit www.nras.gov.gh. The scheme is currently operational in the following regions: Greater Accra Region, Ashanti Region, Eastern Region, Western Region, Bono East Region, and the Northern Region. For further inquiries, contact 0551 341 515 or 0550 408 879. National Rental Assistance Scheme, making renting accessible for all.
We also have with us the head human trafficking, Florence. The head, particularly we have the head gender, children and social protection. You are duly acknowledged. Particularly we have the head of Ghana National Household Registry, Dr. Richard Ajete. If you are here, we acknowledge you, Doc. We also have with us the head of Ghana School Feeding Program, Dr. Gertrude Kwashiga. We are also joined by the Acting Director, Department of Children, Mrs. Florence Aisikote. We are also joined by Director, Department of Social Welfare, Mrs. Comfort Asari. Also with us this afternoon is Head of LEAP Secretariat, Mr. Miles Ongo. We also have with us the Head Human Trafficking Secretariat, Ms. Abina Anobia. We have with us the Head Domestic Violence Secretariat, Ms. Malonin Asibi. We are also joined by the Chief Director at the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection, Dr. Afisa Zakaria. We are also joined by the Deputy Minister at the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection, who is also Member of Parliament for the good people of Kwabri East Constituency, Honorable Francisca Oteneji. And as I mentioned earlier, we are joined by the Minister for Gender, Children and Social Protection, who also doubles as Member of Parliament for the good people of Wale Wale. Thanks for joining us, Honorable Minister. So, ladies and gentlemen, on that note, I will yield to the Honorable Minister for her initial remarks, and then we'll come back to you for the Q&A session. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Deputy Minister for Information. Thank you, my able Deputy Minister, my Chief of Staff, and all directors from MOFSI, the media, ladies and gentlemen. Today is a very special day for the ministry to be here to actually update the media on school feeding and our activities in the ministry and the way forward. So on behalf of the ministry, Minister of Gender, Children and Social Protection, I am very delighted to be given the opportunity from the Minister of Information to articulate our problems from school feeding and other matters. I don't want to bore you with the mandate. You all are aware of our mandate, gender equality, promoting the rights of children, social protection, and all that. So I don't need to bore you. So, and then our institutional and legal strengthening status. We have a lot of bill, affirmative action bill, the social protection bill, the age bill, persons with disability bill, social work bill. All these are outstanding bills that we are working at. And most of them, like the affirmative action bill, has gone to cabinet, it has been reviewed, and we are finalizing it for cabinet approval, then submission to parliament. Then the age bill is at the AG level, and very soon they will also finalize, and then we will table it for onward submission to parliament. Social work council bill at the draft level, and when being concluded, will help train social workers professionally to be able to take care of our vulnerable in society, especially the aged and the vulnerable children. So we are working on a lot of bills. Gender equality and empowerment. The ministry, in collaboration with stakeholders, organized 44 sensitization programs for 4,679 people in different communities across the country on sexual gender-based violence, teenage pregnancy, and harmful cultural practices, including child marriage. The media, just recently, we are all aware there was some news that there were some alleged witch lynching at a place called Zapalsi in the Yendi Meng municipality. The ministry, upon hearing, they didn't sleep. We took a visit to do some facts finding. It took us to Gambaga to meet the overlord of Mampurugu, because we also have a witch camp there. And we pleaded with the overlord to assist us address some of this issue. We also took the privilege to go to Yendi, and we met the overlord there, and he also promised to do the same. We went to Zapalsi, where the heinous crime was caused. We engaged the community, both those who were involved, and then we were there with the police commander from the northern sector, and they promised that perpetrators will be brought to book. We are still communicating with the commander, and justice will be served. I am very happy that the ministry too has also instituted a department that we call Restoration Department to look at these issues of witchcraft. The ministry is also collaborating with DVLA. It is a new novelty that the ministry is doing with DVLA in training persons with disability, testing them, and also training them how to drive. They would be trained, and they can also go for DVA license, and they can bring in their cars and drive. So we're in collaboration with them. A very good novelty. The ministry too has compiled a data, 12,667 children with disabilities, 103 graduates with disabilities from the tertiary institutions, and 30 graduates with disabilities from the tertiary institutions who are employable, who have employable skills. And also, the ministry submitted a paper, an information paper to Cabinet on disability employment issues. And I think we are in talks with the Ministry of Labor, Employment and Labor Relations, and also the Minister of Education to see how best they can be employed. And when it is done, we'll communicate to them. Ladies and gentlemen, livelihood empowerment against poverty, that's the LEAP, which is one of our flagship programs, which is a cash transfer to the extreme poor to be able to cushion them in their daily activities. The LEAP program have over 1.5 million beneficiaries across the country, 1/5 million across the country. The ministry has cleared all arrears of LEAP of 2022. We have cleared all the arrears. And the ministry has put all measures in place to pay the first cycle of 2023, and which will be done next week. We'll start the payment next week. So next week, the beneficiary will receive their cash grant. The ministry, in collaboration with government and our president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, as he is, have doubled the rate of beneficiaries. There's a table that will show you the rate that they were receiving, and now that how much it has been doubled. We'll show you that table. When we get there, I'll let you know the table. The ministry too is doing some pilot reassessment of the program in some regions, namely Upper East, Upper West, Savannah, Northern Region, and Northeast. We have also included the vulnerable, especially those being accused of witch camp, who are in the Gambaga witch camp, the Ngani, and all. We have included them in the LEAP this year. They are going to be beneficiaries. We have also included the lepers, unfortunate ones. We have included them to benefit the LEAP. And then this will cover another regions, 5-6 regions. We have the Upper East, Upper West, Eastern Region, Volta Region, Central Region, Accra Region, especially the Leprosarium. All those in the Leprosariums will be covered to benefit from the LEAP cash grant. We have a one-member household. If you are a one-member household, the old rate was 64 Ghana cedis, and it has been increased to 128 Ghana cedis. If you have two household members, you have 76 Ghana cedis. It has been increased to 152 Ghana cedis. If you have 3 household members, you were receiving 88 Ghana cedis. Today, it has been increased to 176 Ghana cedis. And if you are 4 and above, they were receiving 106 Ghana cedis. And it has been increased to 212 Ghana cedis. I think the president needs to be applauded on this, because it's very significant here. My friends from the media, Ghana school feeding. Ghana school feeding is one of our the government flagship programs, which is very consistent with the major policies and development strategies of the government, such as the Ghana Shared Growth Development Agenda, Ghana National Social Protection Strategy, and currently hinging on the SDG 1, 2, 4, and 5. So these are the reasons why the Ghana school feeding is working. There has been considerable growth. Before I continue, let me say I want to applaud the caterers. At least they have been patient all through for their payment. And I want to assure them that we are doing all what it takes to solve all the problems that they have brought to my table. All the arrears, the outstanding bills, the 4 days cooking bills, everything have been tabled, and we are working around the clock, and definitely we will solve all those problems. So if you look at what was happening, then the Ghana School Feeding Program had 1,671,707 beneficiaries in 2016. And this has increased to 3,801,491 in 2023. And this covers 10,832 public basic schools. And that is from the kindergarten to P6. It's huge. So what we have done, the following cost per meal, per day, per child, was increased from 8 pesos in 2016, 80 pesos, sorry, in 2016 to 1 cedi. Friends from the media, in 2023, the cost per meal, per child, per day has been proposed as 1 cedi, 20 pesos, as we stand now. 2023 academic year, the cost per meal, per child, per day has been proposed as 1 cedi, 20 pesos, as we stand now. And we are still in talks with the Ministry of Finance to see how best, if it can be reviewed, we will let you know. But as today, we are with 1 cedi, 20 pesos. School feeding program continued to provide employment for 34,350 caterers. 34,350 caterers and cooks, especially women in the rural area. It supports them to get some income and also support them to help pay some of their their children's school fees. And also, it helps the farmers within our communities to also get money, and that goes a long way to boost the local economy. So it's a very laudable project. The program is currently an electronic monitoring system which provides real-time data to enhance service delivery. So the program now, we have given them, the coordinators, some laptops, some tablets, and we have trained them to use some apps. They would let you know that this caterer has cooked here, this caterer hasn't cooked here, this is the number of people that they have cooked. So we train the coordinators and even those in the assemble to give us, and the head teachers all have been trained to use the apps to give us the update, and that will feed into the electronic app that we have. The program payment of caterers. Payment of caterers. The program, as at April 2023, the ministry, in collaboration with Finance, Ministry of Finance, paid for the first and second arrears of 2022 academic year. I want to repeat that one. As at April 2023, the ministry, in collaboration with Ministry of Finance, has paid the first and second term arrears of 2022 academic year. 2022 academic year. I want to give the assurance here that next week, caterers' arrears will be paid. We have done all the validation, we have done the auditing, and I want to ensure that the auditing and due diligence is done. And it takes time because you could see that the numbers are very voluminous. in thousands. So you need time for the auditors to go through and make sure that every caterer who has cooked have been captured and will be paid. So this one takes time, and they have to bear with us when their monies are not coming in good time. Certainly, we will pay them, and next week we are paying. The third term payment for caterers for 2022 academic year. I want to emphasize on the third term payment of caterers for the 2022 academic year. 11,052 caterers files have been cleared for payments. 11,052 caterers files have been cleared for payment. Gentlemen and ladies of the press, some caterers did not cook during the third term of 2022 academic year due to certain reasons that maybe later on when we meet them we'll know, and they will not be paid. Some caterers did not cook the third term 2022 academic year, and they will not be paid. 76 caterers payment are pending. 76 caterers payment are pending as a result of challenges with their e-switch card mismatch with names and the numbers. So definitely they will come forward, we will do the correction, and immediately they will be paid. I want all of us to take note that the caterers under the program are paid based on number of days cooked within a term. As a caterer, you are being paid based on the number of days you cooked within a term. So if we have 67 days and you don't cook 67, and Abna cooks 67, and you cook 60 based on maybe you were not able to cook, you are going to be paid 60 days, but Abna will receive 67 days. That's the difference that we need to explain for caterers to know. So it doesn't mean that because Abna, I will see Mansa are taking 67, you should also take 67. No. Because the report that we receive from the regions, the head teachers and everything shows that you only cook for 60 days. So you are going to be paid 60 days. Because caterers have been always coming forth and they paid somebody 60 and paid me this. So we need to let them know why normally the payments are not the same. So this is the reason why the payments are not the same. Caterers arrears are being compiled and will be resolved. We are compiling all the arrears. I have set up a desk officer in the ministry for everybody to bring in their arrears problems. They have been bringing them, so we are compiling them, and when it is done, we will talk to finance and see how best those genuinely ones can be paid. So we are ready to work and then pay the arrears, all arrears that are due caterers. We have also developed a software, and this software is going to manage the Ghana school feeding data. This software, we are going to include all caterers. We are going to include all beneficiaries, the people. We are going to include all those who are cooking. And then we'll have, and the GES will also provide us with their data so that we know the number of schools, the number of caterers, the number of people that we are feeding. So in the next, just the next 1 or 2 months, every caterer by data will be picked with fingerprints so that transparency and accountability will be key. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, the ministry will continue to implement planned activities and monitor the program at its enroll. Because this is a very laudable project, you can agree with me that this program has retained a lot of people in school. And that's why we're having the huge numbers of beneficiaries to this program. So I want all of you to join us to help fine-tune school feeding for the betterment of our beloved Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your understanding.
Honorable Minister, thank you so much for the brief but very insightful presentation. I was happy that Ministry of Gender came here and they have a lot of solutions. This presentation was full of solutions and no problems at all. So I was particularly excited, and I know that there may not be any questions or too many questions. But of particular interest is the fact that Honorable Minister mentioned their collaboration with DVLA so that they can curate a program for persons with disability for them to be able to drive. You have no idea how impactful such an innovation will be in our country. Improved mobility and access to so many things, so that the fact that you are physically challenged does not mean you will be confined to a particular place. I believe it will open a lot of opportunities for our brothers and sisters who are living with disability. So I believe this is a story that I'm just so excited about, and I believe it will be well received by Ghanaians. On school feeding, Honorable Minister mentioned that in 2016 there were 1,671,777 beneficiaries, and as of 2023 we have 3,801,491 beneficiaries. I don't know if we can give a bigger applause to the Ministry of Gender for such an expansion, and also the improvements in the disbursement that they are giving to caterers, so that the quality of meals can also be improved. So, Honorable Minister, thank you so much. There is so much you spoke about, but I believe the Q&A session will elicit more explanation from your end. Ladies and gentlemen, on that note, the floor is open. If you have any question, kindly mention your name and affiliation and proceed to ask your question. Yeah, Nana, and then Musa. Nana, please.
Yes. Good afternoon, Honorable Minister.
Good afternoon.
I think driving...
Your name and affiliation for the benefit of Honorable Minister.
I don't know her name. I don't know.
Your name and affiliation.
Okay, my name is Napoku from Daily Searchlight Newspaper.
Okay.
Honorable Minister, I know that driving demands every part of your body working. Before now, I know that there is a law that if you are handicapped in the way, you will not be given a license. So I don't know how you are able to bring in this idea or novelty of allowing disabled people to drive. And what type of vehicle are you considering? Is it commercial vehicle or private cars or what? So if you can be specific on those things, I'll be very happy. And then if we look at the cost per meal per child with only, let me say that, poultry 1 cedi 20 pesos, I think it's very minimal, very meager. I don't know, because the creators have been fighting for increment. I don't know if you have a plan to increase it to a certain level, because today's 1 cedi 20 pesos, I'm sorry, it's too low. Thank you.
Thank you for the questions, Musa.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. It's interesting. My name is Musa Lansa with GH1 TV. It's interesting that almost every gender minister has to deal with the issue of alleged witchcraft and the camps. What really is the problem? Why are we finding it difficult to close down these camps? You've met with the traditional rulers. What are they telling you about the challenges with dealing with the camps? And secondly, the issue of politicization of social protection programs. Action Aid released a report a couple of weeks ago, and they raised concerns, especially with school feeding and then the livelihood empowerment against poverty. How are we working to ensure that beyond unknown political people taking contracts for the catering job. We streamline it in such a way that we don't have a situation where there's a change of government and we have people being pushed out of contracts because they are said to be political party affiliates. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the question. We can pick 3 more questions. There are some other questions we picked. Okay.
Honorable, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Pastor Femi Opokumi from Kingdom FM.
Okay.
Your question is, in a week, celebrating menstrual hygiene day. Mr. Amanfo raised the concerns kakra sanitary parts, born ekostrodo. Am I calling on the ministry? They say they should try say if ombitmini abaye di nkomakakra which omoye parts na say be reduce so import duties na also ne kakra. So the question ekoma honorable say how best in a bit me ayama sanitary parts and can it work rank say tax and poor was on bit me if so send a be affordable their movie idea and almost bit me I found but I say.
Okay, thank you for the question. Okay, we picked 2 questions from our social media accounts and I'll read them out. But if you still have some questions, we can take 2 more questions. Honorable Minister, there is a question on re-engagement of caterers from one social media user that caterers' contracts are about to expire and they don't know if the ministry has any intention to keep the existing caterers or re-engage them. There is also a question about transparency and accountability concerns raised by the World Bank. So if you use the opportunity to also explain those ones. Yes, there is a hand.
Good afternoon. My name is Noble. I work with TV3. I'd like to find out these, please. So, as the minister was speaking, she noted that maybe they need a little bit of time to compute, the names and how much is owed the caterers. My first question is, what really accounts for the delay? Is it the numbers or there is no money from the sources the money comes from? And she also spoke about the need to digitize the platforms to pay the caterers. I want to find out how much is usually lost because of the lack of transparency and digitization. Also, the Secretariat is often accused of, diverting funds. How true is that and what are the plans towards that? My last is efforts to, increase the number of beneficiary schools. If there are plans to do that, and how will the Secretariat or the Ministry fund the increase that will come as a result of that? There's also, in the IMF report, there's a lot of mention of the school feeding program, that it will better target it, also increase budget allocation for the school feeding program. Has that been computed into the 1 cedi 20 pesos proposal for 2023? And if that has already been done, why are we not seeing an increase already and we're looking at proposals for now? Thank you.
Thank you for the question. So I take that to be the last question. But, okay, John. But before I come to John, just to remind you that, the IMF program, if you look at the executive summary and the proposed PCPEG, some of the social protection programs, including LEAP, and LEAP and the school feeding program, as well as the NHIS and capitation grants, are being protected, saying that there's been some minimum threshold set so that the government can commit more to set programs. But I believe Honorable Minister will talk about the computation in terms of cost, if it's been affected by that. So I'll take the last question from John and invite Honorable Minister for her responses.
Thank you. My name is John Awuni Kesben. I wanted to find out from Minister what has been done about child beggars on our street, especially from our Sahelian neighbors. You walk through Circle and you see this half-caste kids all over you begging. And then the mad people too. Around Circle, every Sunday you see people going around giving them food at Circle, at so many locations. What is being done about that? Thank you.
Thank you for the questions. So I will now invite Honorable Minister for her responses.
Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Deputy Minister. And I'm happy that I have my able directors here to help answer some of the questions. Disability, persons with disability to drive. Yeah, I made mention of we be in talks with DVLA to give them the license. I think they also have the right to drive. So, and then we're also talking to local manufacturers to also look at how they can manufacture some cars that's what they want. That's what they are looking at, to manufacture some cars that they can drive on their own, because elsewhere it's been done. So, and some of them are importing, they want to import some cars and come, but because they don't have the license, they can't do that. So that's why we are collaborating with DVLA. So when it's done, at least we will launch and then for everybody to see what actually is going to be done here. Then why are we finding difficult to close down witch camps? I don't think we are finding it difficult to close the witch camps. This is a place that somebody who is being alleged, that's the point of first of call for her safety. So the last time when I visited the Gambaga witch camp, we had 61 of them there. That was 2022. But last month we were there and they are now 94, including 4 men. Now, the men too are now included. So we are doing it, but progressively. 120 of them have been reintegrated. So that tells you a lot of them have gone. Most of them want to go. So you need community sensitization. You need to sensitize the community that the fellow is coming from to accept her back. So that's what we are doing. We are engaging all those communities until everything is done. And then sending somebody back is not easy. Some of them have their personal needs that they feel that if they get, they'll be comfortable. You need to look at holistically all this before you send them back. So definitely we would one day close it, but progressively, not, we can't just say we are closing today, no. And then we are also looking at building age homes in all the 16 regions. So that at least it should be age homes. So that at least if I'm old and I don't have somebody to take care, at least there should be a shelter for me somewhere. It happens elsewhere, so we are looking at that. Then school feeding, politicization of school feeding. I don't know that one because we don't know, you can't actually pinpoint who is who or this caterer belongs to A or B. No, you can't. Because this is a number that is 30-something thousand. How do you say who belongs to who? I think there are a lot of myth and perception around it, thinking that any government who is in power satisfy his people and all those things. But as where I am, I don't, because I see even some people coming to me with complaints that I know they belong to some political party, and we resolve the problem because she has cooked, she has to be paid. We resolve those issues. So it hasn't come into my notice, and we will do our best to see how we can bring everybody on board. Then menstrual hygiene tax. There was a petition in the office last week, and then we are in talks with Finance Ministry and Ministry of Trade to see how best it can be resolved. I think if Ministry of Trade can also engage local manufacturers, we can also produce sanitary pad in our country. Why can't we do that in our country? So that when we produce it in our country, definitely it will be a bit cheaper than the importation. So we are still in talks. When everything is done, I think the Minister of Finance will come out and tell us where we are. Transparency on school feeding. Somebody said they said the school feeding use the money. I don't know that one. The coordinator is here. Maybe she has to throw more light on that. Delay in payment. It's true. 30,860 something is huge. So when the document is very voluminous, you need to take time. And this people's money, you need to be very careful. She cooked this number of days. Cross-check from the coordinator, cross-check from the head teacher, cross-check from the district assembly before you say, okay, A has cooked. So that one actually calls for delay in payment. So these are the things that we do. And some of them today delay in bringing out the coordinators, how we can get feedback. It's another issue. That's why we give them the laptop now. When I even click, I can know who cooked, and I can know the number of days the fellow cooked. So very soon, you can, any of you can sit there and click Saboba, and you know that the caterer has cooked very soon, because we are, the software is almost done. So we'll do that. Software to manage data of school fees. I think I've already mentioned that. The software is being developed, so when we are going to launch, we'll invite the media. Then child beggars on our street. It's true. We have done a lot on child trafficking. We have done some sweeps. We have gone out there with media to send them out, and they come from our neighboring country. We have engaged the embassies, some of the countries that we think they are coming from, Burkina Faso, Nigeria. We have engaged them, and even we repatriated some of them back, about 400 and something. And then they will go and find their way back. And then I always say, why should we give a child of school-going age money? It's business as usual. We also, as a country, should look at it. You know, if a child is 6 years and he's begging, why do you give the child money? If you don't give today, I don't give tomorrow. Somebody doesn't give 1 week, they don't get, they'll go back to school. So it's the culture, our culture of the way we give to these minors. That's why they're on the street. So we should look at it as a country, that you don't give a minor money. On what basis? So it's part of something that if we're able to collectively do in this country, it will solve the problem. You don't give, I don't give. 1 week, he doesn't get money, he goes back to school. So let's look at it. But we are doing all what we can to send them back. And then, like you made mention, most of them are coming from our neighboring countries. So in talks with the embassies, at time you go in, they say, okay, for now, we don't have the logistics to send them back, or if you can help. We did, and they are back. So put our heads together with the team and the media and go out there again and see how best we can take them off. Then Madam spoke about contracts of caterers. Yeah. Normally, it's 2 years mandate, right, of contract. So we'll definitely do re-engagement. Definitely, it's part of the requirements that we are going to do. We'll do re-engagement. There are some people who want to opt out freely. They can easily opt out when we do the re-engagement, and reforms are given for you to fill your buy data, because now it's going to be more elaborate than what we had, because now you are going to use your fingerprint, your buy data, everything is being captured, your each suite now. Our numbers are attached to our ID cards. So most of them normally, they miss their phones. So when you even send the money, it doesn't go. And that's why we have some of the problems. But now, even if your phone is missing, we still have your number. We can still do the transaction. So very soon, digitization will take place, and then some of these things will definitely solve. Thank you. And then what is the last one that I couldn't address? Accountability and transparency. And it's the software that will help all of us. When we get the software, you know the number of schools, you know the number of caterers, you know the number of people. As easy as that. Then somebody too made me. Mad people, yeah, mad people on the street. I think this should also include health. Health. Because we have a psychiatric hospital. So health, maybe we will talk to health. With them, we'll see how best we can send them back to the psychiatric hospitals. Yeah. So, increment, you say what? Increment of schools. Come again? Yeah, yes, my brother. 1 city 20 pesos. Actually, it's not adequate. Now in the market, we know now there are changes. But at least it was 1 city. And now we have added 20 pesos. So gradually we are going there, gradually. So with finance, we'll come out with something, gradually. But for now, they should bear with us. They should bear with us. Yeah, thank you. The number of schools now. I made mention 10,000 plus schools, beneficiaries, KG to P6. The number of schools to be increased. Well, for now, I don't have that information. When it comes, definitely, we'll come out and tell you the number of schools. And I think President wants every school to be captured, so we'll wait when it comes out. Yeah. Thank you, Betty.
Honorable Minister, Honorable Deputy Minister, I believe this has been a very, very fruitful deliberation, and I will count on our friends from the media to carry the story out there so that we can also educate the public about some of the very, very important initiatives being carried out by the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection. And I believe beyond today, you will avail yourself for further media engagement so that they can ask more questions. So thank you so much for making time to join us on a Sunday afternoon. I know it's not easy to come out on a Sunday, but you honored our invitation and we don't take it for granted. So thank you so much for making time. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us today. And finally, to GTV and all media houses for the live coverage and also the patronage. Thank you and good afternoon.
Mommy, you first can see about Kotoso. Pepoga, send me sika from Lemonade Finance. Wabra yan Tennessee and let me £10.
Lemonade Finance.
Say they're sending money back home from UK, Canada, and now US. I accepted instant charges. Exchange rate in unbeatable. We should me promo code Dr. Like Nenya £10, $10 and $10 for the first transaction. With this send this download to Lemonade Finance.
Welcome to the Ghana ICT Hub, a partnership between MTN Ghana and the Government of Ghana through the Ministry of Communications and Digitization. MTN pledged to support Ghana's digitization agenda in line with its ambition to lead the delivery of digital solutions for Africa's progress. In fulfillment of this pledge, MTN Ghana has committed $25 million toward the realization of the Ghana ICT Hub project. The objectives of the Ghana ICT Hub project is anchored on the following: to create an ICT-enabled environment for human capital and ICT skills development, to develop an ICT ecosystem through remote access delivery to facilitate job creation for national development, to provide a modern, state-of-the-art physical infrastructure to serve as a pillar for the digital Ghana agenda. The physical infrastructure, when completed, will provide 4,000 square meters of space with the following facilities: laboratories for technology training and research, innovation hub, co-working spaces for tech innovation startups, Tier 3 data center, conferencing facilities, offices and meeting rooms, commercial lettable spaces, gaming area, restaurant, ancillary facilities. The technology laboratories will be fitted with the next generation ICT equipment and applications to provide the youth of Ghana with practical training in Industry 4.0 technologies such as artificial intelligence, AI, machine learning, cloud computing, 3D printing, robotics, Internet of Things, IoT, advanced manufacturing techniques, cybersecurity, genetic engineering. The project also seeks to establish a complete ecosystem at the hub through remote access delivery to facilitate job creation for national development. The ecosystem shall comprise of MDAs, technology companies, startups, incubators, research agencies, leading universities globally, foundations worldwide, to create a community. 1. The ecosystem community shall bridge the divide between academia and industry and provide solutions to challenges in the key sectors of health, agriculture, and educational sectors of the economy. 2. It shall also run an innovation program providing mentoring and networking for the youth in tech startups. 3. The ecosystem community shall establish an innovation fund to support startups, research agencies, and other entities in the ecosystem. MTN Ghana and the Ministry of Communications and Digitization are championing the Ghana Digital Agenda for Ghana's development. Welcome to the digital age.
I want you so bad, Alpha Cracker. I want you. I wanna say yes, I can't resist. I want you. Ooh, I want you, Alpha Cracker. I want you so bad, Alpha Cracker.
Have a goodness rich in milk and butter in Alpha Cracker. Yummy and deliciously crunchy.
But I can't resist you.
Alpha Crackers, simply irresistible.
This advert is FDA approved.
Ejuma bia ye ejuma. E wo said the awankasa obesomu a obesomu no e na obehu say sika wo na sika ni.
Juma na me ye no minim dia menya wo. Nche bia no bokra na minim dia menya wo.
Bi baba say obaba de odi ni ko school a. Dachi obeware akotena be ma bi fie nsenya de papa bia obeya ma wo. Nti ni mama nyina wa fanya ko school.
Juma we de me kan kwala o ye juma banka on fa on to no. Metuma ka se me de kubebe 1000 pieces beba. Metuma nya profit be 2000 won.
Obi amini wa hun kola me say ya me ho de mpo na hye me kawa pon so say me so me wo nipa mu e wanye me ho de wanhye wanye me hwe onye oba fufura na na ni bire afo ho oba bi no wa sport se no wa boni tem apagya no kon so me kwa na me ka se ni kon be bu o.
This is the hustler story.
Go Ghana! Are you struggling to pay your huge rent advance? Do you wish to pay your rent on monthly basis? Then good news is here. The government of Ghana has introduced the National Rental Assistance Scheme to help Ghanaians, especially the youth, pay for their rent on a monthly basis. To qualify, an applicant must show proof of the following minimum requirements. Be a Ghanaian, possess a valid Ghana card. You must be an adult of 18 years and above, have a verifiable employment or earned income. To apply, visit www.nras.gov.gh. The scheme is currently operational in the following regions: Greater Accra Region, Ashanti Region, Eastern Region, Western Region, Bono East Region, and the Northern Region. For further inquiries, contact 0551 341 515 or 0550 408 879. National Rental Assistance Scheme, making renting accessible for all.
Everyone needs the perfect snack to munch on during a fun moment.
Wow.
Enjoy the tasty McBerry Twist cupcakes, deliciously baked and packaged for a sweet treat. Premium quality cakes baked with love for all, enriched in butter and milk.
Yummy.
Oh, McBerry Twist cupcakes, simply irresistible. Try one today. This advert is FDA approved.